July 1st marked the centenary of the founding of the Communist Party of China. In the years prior, thousands of Chinese students went to France to work and study. Some made their way to the little town of Montargis, including Deng Xiaoping, who would go on to lead China from 1978 to 1989. Roz Collin tells us more.
A quiet corner of central France, where the river Loing runs through town. Montargis is known for the network of canals which earned it the nickname of Little Venice. But it is also where some of the sparks of the Chinese Communist Revolution were lit. There is a museum to French-Chinese friendship here, explaining how and why thousands of young Chinese people came to France and hundreds came specifically to Montargis.
Amongst the people that came to France, some went back to China in 1923. There, they led the Chinese Revolution with a long march and in 1949 created the new China.
The most famous of those young students and workers who came here in the early 1900s was Deng Xiaoping. After 4 years in France and 2 in the USSR, he returned to China, rose through the ranks of the Communist Party and became China's leader. It was a political journey to the top of the party that began in Montargis. By boat and train, the young people came to work and study, as this sculpture commemorates, and in doing so laid the foundations for what is now one of the world's biggest political parties. One historian thinks that these deep ties between Chinese and French people should be celebrated.
Aujourd'hui, nous avons des régimes différents.
We have different governments in the world. The one in China isn't the one in France. This difference of regimes should not make us forget that history, tradition and our culture can lead us to get along, and that exchange of dialogue is always preferable to confrontation.
For the people in Montargis, life is starting to return to normal as COVID-19 restrictions are eased. 100 years ago, life was different, and this is a place of special significance for China. It may be a small town, but it comes with a big history. Ross Cullen, CGTN, Montargis, Central France.